All right, I do have you on speakerphone, so let me know if it starts cutting out, and then I'll try to like adjust so it doesn't do that. Okay. All right. 3, 2, 1. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Mr. J here, and I'm with Crimson Juggalo, aka Don the Mac. Isn't that right?
I wouldn't say Don the Mac, but I'm Crimson Juggalo.
Isn't that where they get the phrase Mickey D's from, though? Mac. I don't know. I can't even. Mac. McDonald. Mac. No, there you go. That can be your rap name, MacDonald. No S. Yeah. I fucking hate. Well, I'd already cussed within the first two. I hate. I hate when people add S's where the S's aren't necessary. Whoops, ×2. That was so irritating. Anyway, MacDonald. Anyway, Happy New Year, everybody. Oh, we're not even. I guess we're still gonna put this under 3 Unwisemen, maybe. I don't know, but Happy New Year, everybody. Right?
3-ish Unwisemen, I guess. I mean, a multiple personalities count. How many Unwisemen are out in our heads?
I don't know. It depends on if I take my medicine today or not. What about you?
42. I mean, is that the answer?
I guess
that's the answer to everything.
Yeah, the answer to life. Answer to life questions. 42. Anyway,
let's hope they don't build an off ramp.
Yeah. So, I don't know if you're looking at the screen. I'm starting to play a game. Not you, Don, but to the listeners. I know you've if you guys have been coming to the channel whenever you get an alert saying that we are streaming, and you see Death of Stadia, it's more than likely me playing the Stadia. And if you didn't know, I was really excited about this when it first came out. I had done research on Stadia. Stadia is it still is until the 18th of January. It is a video gaming platform or a system that Google owns. Google did this whole thing, and I think it's really awesome. A lot of other people think it's awesome, but I think because enough people get into it, it's ending up being another one of those projects that Google has done and just like, oh, screw it, just throw it away. And the thing that was cool about it is that all you need is a controller. All you need is a Bluetooth controller or whatever, and you connect it to anything with that has capabilities with a screen. And so, like, you can play on your phone, you can play on your tablet, you can play on your computer, you can play on your TV over your friend's house. I mean, back in the day, we used to have to take our whole console over to a friend's house, or we would all have to go over a friend's house with.
Load them 64s up in backpacks, and run them over to your friend's house and do some GoldenEye.
Yeah. Jinx. Yeah, and all you have to do with this is have a controller. And yeah, they had AAA games on there, Hitman, this, that, and other stuff, and it as long as you had internet, like I said before, they could push the data that you needed so that you wouldn't have lag, it wouldn't look all crappy and stuff like that. And it's crazy to think about that you didn't need a disc or a cartridge to play a game. And you could play it, pretty much anytime you wanted to, as long as it was connected to the internet some type of way. And they did a thing like PlayStation where you pay a monthly fee to get PlayStation Plus. They do it with Google, where you had a Google Stadia Pro, and they would give you like 6 or 7 games a month for free. So I ended up with like 130 or 40 games or something like that. 180, maybe. I don't remember how many games. 168, I believe. 168 games. Wrestling games. But I only played like 4 of them because so I'm trying to play as many of these games as possible and just as one to see which ones I like, so I can purchase them on another system at some point. are just to, and also to let people see how these games run on a Stadia. And I stream it to YouTube channel. And right now I'm playing Adam Wolfe, so I'm going to try and concentrate on that and talk
Is
with
that Adam Wolf like ADAM or ATOM? Like Adam, like like an Adam.
Adam ADAM, a damn wolf.
Is he related to Adam Ant? Smoke. What?
Adamantium? What?
Oh, Adam Ant. That old 80s pop star.
Oh, that. Oh.
Something about you.
Hey, wait! You're gonna get us copyright struck. Stop singing stuff.
I didn't even say on the words in the right order or the right key.
Well, whatever, man. Hey, Google is smart, bro. It's a living thing. Remember it had.
Then why doesn't it know which lights are lights when I don't lights? Now the city's been it's not that smart.
Because it sounds like you're saying whites. But anyway, so so ridiculous. All right. So going into our
UIGHTS, those kind of whites from like D&D. What I would say.
Asked me to help him out with this case.
I don't know.
Some white girls might suck the soul out of you too.
The Gawk 3000.
Yeah, exactly.
I chased the killer into a dead-end street. He had nowhere to go.
Set the Gawk to stun.
Like a deer in headlights.
Oh, what the hell? Gawk. Gangsta Boo died. That really sucks.
Yeah, I mean, we did an interview with her, a while back. Not like we were close homies or anything, but he was all right. You listen to the interview. I mean, she's a famous person where people that interview her. I mean, what else can you say about that?
Yeah, I mean, they haven't said how she died yet. Like,
it is still kind of, hush hush.
As of right now,
like most famous people, or most people are nowadays, it's some drug or something of that nature. I'm not you're saying it was, but usually if they don't say something like that, it was either suicide by drugs or suicide by some other thing. Because if you're an addict and you know that that's eventually going to kill you, that's a form of suicide. Hey, I'm killing myself slowly because, I have the diabetes and I like ice cream. So eventually that might get up.
Yeah, you suck.
I try not to eat like a gallon of ice cream. But, I try to eat it moderate, but still my pancreas sometimes doesn't like that.
That face you made when you tasted that unicorn swirl, bro. Oh.
This is adjacent to the Gawk 3000.
Yeah, something like that. I should have been watching you while this was happening because I probably would have thought you were going into diabetic shock like immediately. You were just like, whoa.
It was super sweet.
Yeah, but okay, so the celebrity last New Year. I mean, wait, hold on. When did he die? Bob Saget. I mean, like he died from hitting his head or something. That was wild.
Yeah.
And then, like a rock star. And then your girlfriend on the side died from old age, I think, right?
Yeah.
Betty White.
My birthday person.
Right.
Your birthday.
Yeah, that's why y'all connected, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I might have done some Betty White. Maybe just because she was famous. But she seemed like a fun individual.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that. Like, there's a few female comedians that like I'm into, and I actually find them attractive. Like, I like whoever I'm with. I'd probably cheat on whoever I'm with to do something with them because they're funny. But then there's female comedians that are sort of funny. I'm just like, nah, I'm good. But I don't find them attractive at all. I need somebody that makes me laugh. It's very rare to find somebody like that, and it's whatever. Was it somebody that used to work on the web or on Whoop Times 2 with us that didn't? It's like, oh fuck, Sarah Silverman. I'm just like, bro. I like her. She's cool.
Is she though?
What is everybody's problem with Sarah Silverman?
I don't know. You have the problem, and it's not everybody else. Have you thought of that?
I have a problem.
Yeah, I mean, sounds like a Sarah Silverman.
Whatever, dude.
I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't throw the hot dog down the hallway, but I don't know. She's not high up on my list like she probably is yours.
Okay, do you have a wait? I don't want to say celebrity. Are you more into funny females, or are you more into like celebrity wise? What type of female celebrity are you into? More so. Singers. Okay.
Yeah.
What
voices?
What female singer are you into then? I hope you don't say who I think you're about to say.
I don't know, even though she's a little scrawny. But I do some of that white girl Tay T Swift.
Oh, okay.
Know, like with her music and stuff recently, she just makes fun of herself and like, like, yeah, I sold out, but wouldn't you? Like the kids on the block, they sold out. Hey, we're gonna put you on a lunchbox. Be on a lunchbox. Like, and she just like kind of makes fun of herself. So she's kind of like comedic and ironic in her thoughts and everything. And also, Doja's kind of like a gamer like us. Megan Thee Stallion's gamer and anime and everything. I don't know. I mean, I think I'd rather have somebody that's a little bit interesting too.
So you're saying female comedians are
all the time.
What?
Well, I guess you could. What?
No, who's wait, I'm confused here. So you think the chick that you're talking about, Taylor Swift, you like her but you don't think she's interesting?
No, I'm saying I like her because she's kind of how you're like Sarah Silverman. Like she is a little bit funny, ironic. I think like her getting popular at such a young age kind of made that have to happen for her. And then people started talking about her, and it's like, well, I'm just going to lean into it. Like, you went through boyfriends or different people you were interested in. But yeah, because she's human. You go hang out with somebody, and then, you find out that, maybe they hate your dog. Maybe, they chew with, their mouth open, and that annoys you. Maybe they, I don't know.
And there she was.
Slap your ass and call you Susie, and your name's not Susie. Yeah, I don't know.
Keeps haunting me. But in my dreams, I'm reaching out to her. She always slips through my fingers.
Yeah, so yours is Sarah Silverman. Is that your biggest celebrity crush, or is that something else? That's your big celebrity crush? I'm not saying
I have no clue what you just said because you just squirted all over the phone while you're talking about Sarah Silverman, so I'm not sure.
I was evoking how you want to squirt over yours. So Sarah Silverman is your comedic one. Who is your other on your to-do list?
My other. I don't think I have another. Who's another? Oh, I'm trying to think if there's another chick that I'm into. That's celebrity. I really can't think of anybody.
Betty White,
She's cold by now, bro. I'm good.
It's been a year.
Yeah,
Over a year.
exactly. Dude, I can't think of anybody. Oh no. See, I mean, if I'm just trying to bang a celebrity, and it's like I don't have to deal with her like on any other type of level ever at all, probably Angelina Jolie, because she she's still kind of hot, but she seems like a bitch, bro. Also, wait. All views and statements in this podcast are those of the individual and not of Whoop Times 2. Any, any, any
views and statements in this podcast may not even be the same as it might be in a half hour.
Right. I mean, after we get off the phone and I watch some Angelina Jolie stuff and I whip the lotion out, it's a different story. Turn the lights down.
It puts the lotion on his skin.
Yeah.
Or it gets hand again. Oh.
What the hell?
Or it puts the lotion on his skin and it gets
No, she used to be cool back in the day, and then I saw how dirty she did Brad Pitt, like, bro. And then she's still doing stuff to him. I like it's like he has a wine company or something, and then like both of them have like a little stake in it, but she's making it to where he can't continue with it at all because she's not giving him the right, or it's his company. And I think she had a company too that they were both in, and he had given it to her, and she doesn't want to give anything to him. But that's rich people problems. I don't,
Nothing seems out of the ordinary here. I'm sure the thief tampered with this.
There's another one, that show Magicians. You ever watch that?
Who?
It's Magicians. It was an older show, like, I don't know, 2014.
No, I don't believe I've ever seen that.
I think there was like this timid girl, like a blonde, that ended up being like one of the main characters. Yeah, she was like, yeah, like how you doing? I usually don't go for blondes. I usually like dark-haired, blue-eyed girls. Even though neither one of my wives do that, so weird. I guess that's one I like to screw and not to have, hanging around.
Oh wait, I know who the other person would be. Lunel. The only reason I would say the reason I would want to like she's also you said she's a comedian. She's funny, but she looks like she would like cook me a couple plates like while I was there, before, afterwards, during.
That's a strange symbol.
Yeah.
So sometimes that's like, I get this and I get all that.
Exactly.
And you're funny? Shit. Smack my ass and call me Susan. Oh.
Something.
Yeah, I had that once.
Alrighty.
I'm working because some of us have to work for us to not play games.
320.
I work too. What the hell are you talking about? I barely like playing games as it is, so I have no clue what you're talking about. I would play them more if I enjoyed them, but I don't. Only because I'm forced to play ones that I'm not sure about. Some of them I do end up liking, though.
I'm gonna play, the phone. Kind of quick. It's smart, but that quick. What is it like? Ginger snaps, Snapdragon out, or something like that. Some big comic book company made it. I don't want them to yell at us, but you saying their name.
Wait, I don't think I understood what you were saying, because again, you started squirting all over the phone.
I wouldn't squirt anything out. I had the dishwasher over across the room. Not even near it.
Okay.
I said,
What
snap.
in the name of...
Snap your finger.
Alrighty.
If you know, you know. So busy in this new year. I'm going to Florida to play some hero clips. And then maybe see the rest for a couple days. Going back to Old Town. Auto Orlando.
Okay.
You ever been to Orlando? Or just
Yes, I
you
have.
probably drove through. I don't know if you stopped and hung out. I know you've been up to Tampa, on Tampa Bay, then you went to, Daytona. So you went coast to coast.
Yeah, Orlando. During that whole Esham thing, Orlando. I went to Miami. All that shit. Don't remember much of it, but I went there.
That was intense.
Okay.
So
I saw. I used to live right outside Orlando.
320. The Visitor.
I got something on my board. Down around there.
Aren't you going to? Isn't that like a vacation?
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna play Euroclips.
Oh.
Then
you can say where you're going, dude. Isn't that what you said? You didn't want to say where you're going. Why don't you want to say where you're going?
No, I said, and then we're gonna go visit the rat.
Oh.
You don't know how Dismal likes people. Dismal likes suing people more than other people.
You saw they lost the rights to the original one, right?
Yeah. Crazy. But is he back with public domain?
Yes.
Is that what it is? Because it's 75 years or whatever?
Yes.
My sister. This is where I kept track of her case. All these years and still not any closer to finding her.
Great.
Oh, what was the next thing we were talking about?
You got something. What are you talking about?
That's the last picture of Allie and me.
Gangsta Boo.
Before she disappeared.
Happy New Year. Did you make any resolutions? I don't know. I really don't do that. Like,
the way I found it, I've shown
same. I mean, different year, same me. I'm not. I was younger. I like, hey, maybe I'll eat healthy. That shit lasts about 2 weeks.
That name rings a bell.
Make a resolution for what? I mean, like, I never understood that. So you're just saying that to say, okay.
A lot of people say that, like, hey, I'm gonna be. So what's it got to do January 1st? If you wanted to change your life, you could have done it like November 9th. Why do you have to wait till the new year? You know. Me and the wife started going to the gym a few years back. I think we started like May. It was just out of the blue, like, hey, maybe it was April. I think it was April. We were working together, and it's like, hey, let's just go there, and it seemed to like de-stress us after our job. We both were customer service, like people calling in for gazebos, needing parts and other stuff, mailing them. And a lot of people thought they were entitled to stuff. I mean, if you didn't have parts, that's cool, but you can't buy this model and then get all the upgrades to make a bigger model for free. And everybody thought, like, oh, we deserve that. Buy the bigger model. Like, seems to make sense to me. I don't know. Call me stupid for, thinking that if you want the bigger model, pay for the bigger model. Dude, but they would have used like Costco and Sam's Club. You would go and order something and say it'd be on clearance. And the manager even like told me the one time, he goes, hey, I told them that they can't get anything else. They have to buy the rest of the parts because this like $2,000, $3,000 gazebo was like $200.
Just run it against everything you've
Like, okay, like, this is the manager, like district manager of fan club, I think it was. I got it on the phone. So my big boss calls me from California. I don't live in Cali. I live, near Pittsburgh. And to give them anything they want. I'm like, why? Oh, well, we don't want them to complain. I'm like, who are they going to complain to? The district manager is on our side. Who are they going to complain to? Like, so I don't know. Some entitled parent got a whole gazebo. It was something like $2,200 in shipping to ship all this stuff. Besides what the parts cost. But, you thought that having your service center in America was too expensive, so you sent it to the Philippines the next year. I'm like, no, your money that you're losing was from doing stuff like that, not your call center, not your employees, people that you should care for, not some random person who bought a gazebo once and may never buy it again. It isn't like you're buying, breakfast cereal every week, and then you get, you need brand loyalty. How often have you ever bought a gazebo? Have you ever bought one? Johnny, have you ever bought one?
Bought one what?
A gazebo.
Even no, I've rented a few.
A gazebo isn't like something you're going to buy every week, every month, every year. Maybe every 5-10 years. But once you build it on your property, unless you get one of them cheap ones you take up and down, once you have it, it should last 5-10 years. So I don't understand the wanting to build loyalty with a product that is not disposable or not supposed to be disposable. But we're in a more disposable age now. Cars aren't as good as they used to be. Refrigerators, washing machines. I bought a washing machine when my kids were born, like a year or two after, about 3 years after my kids were born. That thing lasted 15 years, 16 years. Bought one after that, it lasted 5.5. 5-year extended warranty is what I bought. Wouldn't you know it? 6 months after, so much stuff, it was cheaper just to go buy, hey, we'll come do the labor for free, but you still got to buy the parts. And each part is $400 and 3 things. I'm like, $1,200, I can get a better washing machine than what this was, new model. So we're living, even couches, buy a $2,000-3,000 couch, you get one fat friend to come over and it breaks,
Just tell them to sit on the side and not in the middle.
Pound plus friends. So maybe I should get skinnier friends. 6'5" and 6'7", they some big boys. All right, so what was your next topic? Because I'm babbled on. I'll just go babble about some other random shit.
The Shaggy and the Creep stuff, bro.
Yeah, I only want to that. I clean houses and businesses and stuff for my main job, and I sometimes listen to them. I've never really watched it because I'm working. I can just listen to YouTube and vlogs and stuff, podcasts mainly. But they were entertaining. They just a couple friends doing some dumb shit like Jackass Light is what I kind of thought it was. And then we hear that the reasoning that they broke up. There was rumors that that Keegan was messing with M&E and Twisted and all of them, and he was going to do videos with them, and that's why they split ways. And then there was he talked stuff on Jay, and there were so many rumors that you hear on the internet. You don't really know what's true. What's the thing you found out to be from multiple sources that were in their camp?
What I heard was I guess like Ouija Mac had posted a picture that I guess the manager or something of Shaggy and the Creep, the CEO, he edited, he does something. The dude's name is Josh or something. I don't know the dude's last name. I don't know anything about this dude. I don't think. But apparently Ouija had made a post on Instagram, and the Josh dude wanted some type of comment besides wanting his name on the picture, like picture taken by Josh, whatever my last name is, and he wanted it made into a shirt apparently as well, and he wanted a copy of the shirt. I don't know. It's a bunch of stuff. I understand that.
So hold on, an artist wanted acknowledgement for his artwork. That doesn't sound too far out of the realm of possibility. I mean, but we all know the clowns don't complicate people for their stuff a lot anyway.
Yeah, but why would they take down that? Why would they stop that whole entire show?
See, I think it might be more than that. I think Papa J got mad about stuff. Because Violent J was like, I don't know, but then that happened before How Wicked, right?
Right.
Yeah. So
no. It happened. It happened at because my assumption was, before I had found out this other shit, my original assumption was that Jay was grieving really hard,
and that could have been
right, and
that Shaggy wasn't getting attention, the thing is that Shaggy's getting popular on his own, and maybe Jay felt left behind. But the other thing is Jay was scheduled to go to do a bunch of shows, and he's been not showing up. I mean, maybe he'll grieving, there's heart problems and everything else. But I mean, I think he got a little bit mad about either the popularity or other stuff. I mean, we've been in the Insane Clown Posse, fan base for a long time. Johnny's done, Mr. J has done a whole stuff for ICP, Twisted, other people that have been on their label, and even other underground artists that weren't on their label. Heck, what was it, the first webpage for Twisted you had a hand in, or even did all of it?
No, I didn't do nothing with their first. I don't even.
Or the web store or something. It was one of their first things on the internet. You helped. You received the Lotus.
I helped them do something I don't remember what show it was. We talked about this on a different different episode of the podcast. But yeah, I don't. All I remember is so I guess we could talk about it again. It was when the Seeds of the Lotus was activated, or whatever you call it, and I went to the show, and Rudy let us in, and Rudy didn't want to let anybody else backstage but me, and so I was backstage, and I think I was talking to Madrox, and it was so weird because Monoxide sitting on this stool like with his like knees up, and he was like, I'm guessing at this point now it was probably just nervousness. He was like kind of like rocking back and forth and shit or something. It's fucking weird. But Madrox was talking.
Probably out of cigarettes. Chain smoked so bad, or at least he used to. I mean, when I ended up stage broke in Charlotte, and I fell back behind the stage, Monoxide's there, and I don't know, man, like, all of a sudden he pulls out like a pack of smokes and starts smoking a cigarette. Then, like, I was back there like 5 minutes. He must have smoked like 3 squares in that time, man. Like, just like, dude, did you even taste them? But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so we kind of know some behind the curtain stuff, but honestly, they're human, man. Like, Shaggy and the Creep wasn't on Psychopathic Records label. It was their own thing. And I'm sad to, not sorry to say, but I guess, other people that have wanted to branch out over the years, Jay hasn't treated the best. I mean, look, Twisted tried to leave 2003. It took them another 10 years to finally leave and make up enough money. They go buy their records, their masters and stuff back off a wall. Because their first person that they trusted ended up screwing them up. ROC in their camp because he didn't leave with them. They had that for years, and just so many people. I mean, I think Zug. I love Sin's voice, and I thought Zug was such a great band and had great, could have been a great band if Psychopathic wouldn't have held him back. I've had people rock dudes listen to him this band is pretty good. I'm like, yeah, it's Zug Island. Oh, that's the one St. Clown Posse's label? Yeah. Oh, I don't listen to that. Why? I mean, you just said they were good, and now you have this bias because they're down with the clowns?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. But push sometimes, for other people, and then once Jay gets annoyed with him or something, it doesn't last as long. I mean, look, Isham. He loves Isham. And then Isham makes him mad. Screw Isham. Oh, I love Isham again. We're hugging and kissing again. And then, boom, screw Isham. I think it just has to do with Jay. I think Jay got jealous or needed to be ICP again and do their little shows and, get back to being ICP. He had a new album, a new EP drop, which was okay. I mean, the stuff from the second deck is not as iconic as the first deck, but they're keeping up with the times. They're making, advances, and sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. I think they have more, I don't know, keeping their thumb on the pulse of people than other, underground rappers from the 90s,
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you about that Jay thing. I mean, dude, people don't know the names now. They can look up stuff and learn stuff. But yeah, again, conspiracy theory alert. I think that whole shit with Tom Dub and Magic Records, which was Twisted's label that they were going to try and do, I think that was probably a setup. Because you got to think about it. Tom Dub was with ICP's camp before. Are you?
He was their friend for years. Well, I think Dub was in a very influential state, and someone may have talked him into doing that.
Yeah.
Because he was hooked on drugs.
Yeah.
He admits that. I mean, if you see him now compared to what he was 20 years ago, the man tried a few brain cells.
Yeah, I saw that.
I was there the night that Jay brought back to the interview and stuff. And
what did I say that was? Because that's definitely what that shit was. What did I say it was? The intervention. That whole the intervention.
Oh, yeah, that was intervention.
Yeah, the intervention that they made everybody pay for.
Right.
That's literally what that was. I mean,
I'm glad Dub's doing good now, and he seems to be, but he's a changed man. If you knew him 20-ish years ago, I mean, I'm not saying I ate dinner with the man all the time, but I hung out with him, first couple gatherings, 2003 gathering, he was at our campsite for a good bit, 2 days out of that 5-day gathering we were there. He was there hanging out, with us, and because we had,
the fires. They all happen
what's his name? The underground rapper that became as a school teacher. Tainted Flesh was one of his albums.
I keep wanting to say Toxic Avenger. Corporate Avenger.
No, it's not Corporate Avenger.
Who are you talking about?
He was like a lower underground rapper. He was part of that group, the thing that they were doing, the underground rapper thing. That he didn't even make it I think he was in the top 10. But his one album was Tainted Flesh.
No, well, sorry, but Corporate Avenger, that dude's is a teacher. His name is something weird.
Isn't he like a professor?
Yeah, Xavier.
Xavier. School teacher, or he's like a principal or something now.
Yeah, he teaches IT stuff. His name is Xavier or something. Because I hit him up. I've been hitting him up, and I've been trying to do an interview with him, but He's not responding.
Yeah. So, but anyways, like that guy was right beside us. So Tom Dub, I don't know if he wanted to do a collab with Twisted or he was getting them high or whatever. But Dub was there a bunch right beside our campsite. That was the gathering of Wizard of the Hood. And I got so tired of hearing that. Every morning at like 7, we all roll in at like 5 because we went and saw all the shows through the night. Boom, here we started hearing, oh, needs to smoke with it. It's like, geez, man, can we get a little bit of sleep? Then you get that, fuck your sleep.
Yeah, that was funny. No, but like, you see that the reason I kind of think that was kind of weird is because you see that during that intervention thing. Hold on, let me stop calling it that. What was it called? The
talk show at his house.
No, they had because they had a whole month of that, and it was
because of the COVID and sorry, not COVID. Because of the thing that happened in 2020 that we should not ever talk about because it could get you stricken from stuff. But yeah, since there was no really live shows, we had to go there and everything. And I mean, it was smart of them to do it. I think it was a way to make some money and still be relevant. I went to, I think, 2 shows there. I didn't go to Halloween because them ticket prices went crazy.
Yeah, how was your Halloween last year?
Finally refunded me. I finally got the refund like 2 days ago.
Oh, well, gosh darn it.
Yeah, so if y'all don't know, like, I got sick right before Halloween. I couldn't go. So, like, hey, can you sell tickets to everybody? I'm like, how? Like, everybody I know is going. So I put a post or 2 up, and like, hey, anybody want need tickets? I was like, not half price, but they said if you can't sell them, we'll refund you. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to drop the price super low if you're going to refund me. Well, then we all know what happened with Laney and all that stuff. So I was being nice and not like hound dogging them because I have, a couple of people I've known for years that, work for the clowns or one clown in particular. And they're like, hey, they say they're going to take care of it. They take care of that on Mondays. So, 1 Monday rolled around, 2 Mondays rolled around, 5, 6, 7 Mondays. And I'm like, I'm just going to go in PayPal and, dispute it. They, a crew member said that they were going to refund me. So, and I just went and, they said, well, and then they started to say that I was in Detroit. I'm like, if I was in Detroit, I would have been talking business with the clowns probably. Or maybe they'd be punching me out. Who knows? We don't know how that's going to ever end. Yeah, we don't know. I mean, supposedly I got jumped over it and stuff. That's another story for another time. But they finally refunded. The Bloody Sunday tickets, and I get everything but one Bloody Sunday ticket refunded. And I'm just like, whatever. I got most of it back. You can keep my money. Also, there's another reason that I might go to another time. I mean, I'm going to be one of the most hated fans of the most hated band. I might as well lean into that. How can you charge shipping on something you had to go in person and pick up?
They should have just called it a damn processing charge like Ticketmaster does.
Right, if they would say a processing or something, that's totally fine. But you can't call it shipping whenever you have to pick it up at will call.
Right.
So I know other people got their tickets canceled, and some of the tickets I bought was actually to reimburse that person got their tickets taken care of. So it was but a long story short, I got my refund back for 4 out of 5 tickets, or 5 out of 6 tickets.
You happy with that? Are you happy with that outcome, or are you still wanting to try to get that last one?
So what's this next topic we're going to be talking about?
hold on, there was something I wanted to say. I don't remember right now. So okay, I guess we should have one more topic, and in spirit of Shaggy and the Creep, they had this this conversation or discussion of of who would
Jedi
win.
versus X-Men?
Yeah, Jedi versus X-Men. Who would win in a fight, which was hilarious. I want to pose this question to listeners, and also Don and I are going to sort of converse over it because we can. So, who would win in a rap battle, Twisted or ICP? And one of the reasons we're hitting this too as well is because Crimson Don really likes ICP. I still like Twisted. I'll put it. I'll say it like this. Let's in our heads just both go up to you know around the time Twisted left. You don't. I don't really want to count thinking of any releases they did after that. We can, but not. I don't want to lean too much into those. But yeah, just with your knowledge of going up to when Twisted left Psychopathic, like who do you think would win in a rap battle?
So what album is that? That was what was their last album on
there? Let me find out. I will find out in one moment. Hold on, sir. I will let you know. I think it was Heartbroken and Homicide. Yeah.
Heartbroken and Homicidal or whatever.
Yeah, I like that.
That was close to it. Brought back the old school Twisted Mostasis logo, which had some new merch, and it's like that's when I think I finally sold my Mostasis shirt set. Of course, I got offered a good bit of money for it because I had the standard prototypes, a couple of the crew ones, stuff from
Wait. We're going to talk about this in the next podcast, but yeah, that's what I was going to. I didn't want to interrupt you while you were talking, but no, I sort of want to talk about a certain thing Jay does because I was speaking about this with somebody else. He love bombs people, like anybody he deals with that he really likes. He'll just give them all this praise and shit. This is what you were saying. I mean, it actually is a medical sort of term or whatever, a psychiatric sort of thing. Right. Yeah, but yeah, I want to talk about that next time. But yeah, let's go back into the who would win in the rap battle. And if you're in chat right now, let us know who you think would win, who you think would have won in a rap battle. Because are we going in as a duo? Yes, as a duo. So here, let me so people know. So there's a bunch of different reasons why we really don't want to go past when Twisted left. One, hold on. I'm stupid. One, Byron J got his teeth fixed. So hold on. So his sound is totally. Yeah. Yeah, I guess he was like, now that Twisted isn't on the label anymore, we can use this money we were going to use for the music videos to fix my teeth.
Well, we go back to like Metallica. Once Edgefield learned how to sing, he couldn't sing the old songs anymore. He couldn't unlearn where he had that guttural, like, and then he learned how to actually sing. So they had to get what you said, to get a whole bunch of and so yeah, once you get your teeth fixed, that's really what you're gonna get her teeth fixed, because she didn't know how it would affect her singing.
Well, that's
still like more recent. That's like the last couple of years.
No, that he got okay. No. So the last Joker's card that dropped, the full one, and I think the one or the one before that. One of them, I noticed that you'll hear some of the tracks sound like they were recorded pre-teeth fix, and other ones sound like they were recorded afterwards. And I had a something. There was something that went on with like my bottom front teeth where I had to have a couple root canals. and I was sounding like that, but I could go sounding like pre-teeth fix, and one of the issues might be his bottom teeth, or maybe his top teeth are too tall, and all he has to do is go to a dentist and have them file that shit down. Yeah.
Take the keys to my office desk. There's a spare uniform there. Put on a cap
So-
or something. Stay inside the guard room until I lock the place up.
Honestly, after Twisted Left, it kind of reminds me of Tecton. Like, he puts out an album every 8 months or some crap. And how Isham had his thing, which the clouds seem to take longer to put albums out, but they seem to have better quality when they finally get the finished product. That makes sense.
Wait, yeah, but we just said that. Okay, fine, whatever. We'll talk about post.
Well, no, I mean, are we just stopping even the
Well,
IPP
the
album
only thing
then?
left to do is wait for midnight.
Because
We can let a little leak. We can let a little leak into it, but I don't really want to go beyond that, because there was a lot of changes. Okay, so like, if you want to talk about newer, new shit, they left in 2016, right, or 2017?
2013, I thought.
2013. Oh, 2015. No, I thought it was maybe it was 2015. 2015.
2015.
Yeah. But no, if you want to talk about that, so like, so if anybody else has noticed
So what
this,
album would that be? That would be
There's a fire in the gallery.
nothing.
I have
Album.
to get out.
Marvelous Missing Link. Is that the last ICP album then? And Homicidal and Heartbroken. That's about the same era.
was Twisted on Marvelous Missing Link? I don't believe they were.
I don't believe they were either.
So they had to, yeah.
They weren't on anyways, because I think they knew they were mad at, that, so they weren't doing stuff with them a couple years before they left. The split took a while for them to, they still don't have all their stuff.
But they still did that. They still did that Riders album.
Right. And see, that's another thing. Like Riders
2.
and Lotus. Well, that Lotus album was, the last Lotus album was around that time, right? 2016? 2015? 14?
Yeah, something like that. No, but hey, I want to say this real quick. Has anybody else noticed this? So Twisted, one of the reasons that I got into them was because they were like, this was around the time like Korn was a big thing and shit like that, Limp Bizkit, and they were mixing rap and rock. ICP, were just sort of doing that as well. And then Twisted came on the Psychopathic, and their first album was all hip hop, and then they started mixing in rock when Freak Show came out or whatever. But they still mainly stayed hip hop. Now, what I notice now is that their mainline albums are rock, and then their side projects are hip hop. Like back in the day when when they were on Psychopathic, it was their main albums were hip hop, and then their side albums were like rock. And we were really wanting them to do Black Magic? It was Black Magic and all this other shit, But yeah, I just wanted to say that because I noticed, I guess I mean, they're still rapping, but it's
that Wrong With Me. That was supposed to be on that album.
Yeah.
Probably one of my favorite Twisted songs ever. The original version of that remix.
Leave me all alone.
Amazing.
Oh yeah, that song wouldn't be relevant today. Nobody rips their phone out the wall anymore.
Exactly. Why was your phone in the wall?
I would have to say I chucked my phone right into the wall. Because I chucked my phone right into the wall. I apologize for any of y'all that tried to call.
Oh, crap.
I sent you the voice message and you didn't leave one. Didn't want shit. So don't call me. I hate when people don't leave voices. All right, look, we got off the shit. Hold on. So who would win in a rap battle? So like just try to like try to give some good points on this. Like, I guess we can't really pinpoint when we should like not stop thinking about their art.
Okay, so you break it down. Jay is a real good lyricist of writing songs and lines for him and other people. He's very good with wordplay and innuendos and hidden meanings and everything else. So out of all four, I think Jay is probably the better songwriter. I don't know about beats. I think they all just kind of. Shaggy was definitely being like the DJ and stuff back in the day. Shaggy was probably the beats guy more than Jay.
No. I'm not talking about. I said a rap battle, not a beat battle.
Right. So
because if that's the case, then say Shaggy can fucking b-boy then, because he can dance and shit, because he was talking about it. He can dance like a mother.
Well, what I'm saying is like they can prepare for it, and Jay gets the right stuff. I think Jay would probably be one of the best, as long as he remembers the lyrics that he wrote down.
No, at that time he could remember them, right? I think.
Right. So Jay and Shaggy, work together, and they always seem to be like, Jay's the alpha, Shaggy's the guy that follows his lead, has the fun, kind of freer spirit than Jay.
Did you hear that? So just so you know, I did not say that. My name is Mr. J. That was Crimson Juggalo. I did not say that at all, which is Mr. J.
We all know Papa J controls the relationship. We all know that. Papa J controlled stuff. Alex Abyss was even gone because of Papa J.
Again, Mr. J did not say any of that. Okay, go ahead.
Anyways, so if what is a Juggalo? Songs of nature.
Nope. Rewind. This is getting cut out. What'd you say? What song?
What is it like? What is a Juggalo?
I'm gonna punch you in the face next time. Never mind. Anyway, go ahead.
But like that song, it's playful and irreverent and everything, and their songs seem to be morbid but fun. And once Twisted became Twisted, they seemed to lose, when they were House of Crazies and Mr. Bones and Hectic and stuff, they were younger, so some of their songs were a little bit more fun like that, but they seemed to be a little serious. So I've always thought, if ICP would take the last album the last song off a lot of their albums, and you made this thing and you let the general population hear it and put a name like, I don't know, just some random name, Detroit Southwest Love, right? That's what he said he was going to call himself. And you played it. It's not their typical stuff, but
care much for Whitman or his evergreen
there's those songs.
The entire city would burn to the ground.
Are some of their best songs ever. And they're because they're heartfelt. It's like when Jay's on point, Jay is really on point. There's a lot of times that Jay isn't on point. So overall, Jay is really high highs where it's like, man, nobody can touch him. But then there's other times that Jay falls flat. So his average, I think, is still better than, say, Madrox or Monoxide. Because they always seem to be more of a steady flow. You know what you're getting with them. With Jay, you don't know, man. He could be a baby Jay. And, 2 days from now, you're like, man, who's this guy? Oh, that's Violent J singing a song? What happened to him? We've all heard some of their albums. Tempest. I don't know what happened with that album, but, I think they had to do it try to get off the label or something like that. Because that album seemed to be, not their best. So Tell me why you like, Jamie and Paul.
Okay, so it's not liking them. It is going off what I've heard over the years. They have actually evolved. I feel like they had a lot more skill than ICP did in the rap game. Starting off, I'll say, and what I mean by that is, excuse me, like if you listen to some of Twitter's earlier stuff, the crazies, like you were bringing up Mr. Bones and stuff, they are staying on beat. Everything sounds pretty good. The production, as in, like mastering, because it was early this time, that wasn't good, but everything was pretty damn good. You listen to Intelligence and Violence, stuff like that. It is, it's very.
But also, we're talking 4 to 5 years difference. Technology got a little bit more accessible to the masses. You can go to Radio Shack and get, a little bit better equipment. But I see what you're saying. That, yeah, they're like, production values for the first couple things on ICP was like, suspect.
Yeah. So, the stuff I like about Twisted, it's one thing I've always said is, especially when I found out, I didn't know that Madrox was the one that was more into rock than Monoxide, because if you listen to any of the old stuff, Madrox himself is on point on all his fucking raps, all the rock shit, on the hooks, the singing, all that shit. Monoxide, sorry, bro, Paul, bro, you need to not sing. You literally need to use auto tune, dude. Like, listen. I'm. I mean, every time that he sings on something, he is so off key. Going back to Something Is Wrong With Me. Please don't walk away. That, bro, no. Like, I don't know what. Like, he can't sing. Not only that, when he first started rapping, or the earlier House of Crazy stuff, I also like that too. He seemed like what it was said for so long that the House of Crazy stuff wasn't getting remastered, wasn't getting put back out, because Monoxide didn't like his raps. Don't nobody give a fuck about your raps like that. It was as a group, ROC, Bones, and Hectic. That it was about the group, not just one person. And so, like, yeah, we want, everybody wants to still hear that shit, again, or in a better light. And I'm like, I don't know how their sales went on the re-release when they finally re-released it, but they should be happy with it. People still want to hear newer House of Crazy stuff, but I don't know if that's ever going to happen. Sam Hain Witch Killers, I think that's what they're going to call it now. I don't know. Or did they release a Sam? I don't think they did. But
I think they did some.
No, I mean a whole album. I'm not talking about no single or nothing. I'm
little
yeah,
thing or whatever.
Yeah, I don't think they released the actual album. But no, like, so I know that Jay wrote some of Jay's shit. Jay wrote some of Madrox's shit. But I don't know for sure, but I think Madrox wrote the majority of his own shit. Monoxide had to work up to it. I know that Madrox wrote, like, think about, I know Madrox wrote shit for Blaze. He wrote his own shit. He wrote shit for Monoxide. I don't know who else he wrote shit.
Blaze, because, I'm a fan of Big Chris. That first Blaze EP album, man, like old school rap, like, I'm dead from the 90s and getting back. That Blaze is fire.
Yeah, so
that's also Lotus came out too around that time.
Right.
We get Lotus, we get Blaze. Shit, time me up.
So here this is what I want you to understand, or at least think about with with your love of Jay. That's no, your love. No, your love of Jay. No, it's okay. It's okay if you love Jay. But listen, so so, so it's I listening to him on these newer podcasts where he's talking and talking and talking and talking and talking and talking over people, and he comes up with a lot of ideas. He comes up with a lot of good ideas. He does need people to help him situate these ideas or whatever. Um, I mean, like, I'm pretty sure, I think he came up with probably with the face paint and all this other stuff and these ideas for different musical projects, which ended up being successful. This, that, and other stuff. He can do this stuff. I don't. He could do it at that time. I don't know if he can do it now, but he's very good at ideas. It does not mean that he would if he went up against Twisted and it like ICP. Actually, that would be messed up if we were doing Twisted Prime and ICP Prime, but we're doing like right before they left Psychopathic. But I just thought about that. We'll do that different. But I think Jay around that time was running out of juice, man. Like for real, and because like.
I mean, Rob stepped up to help a whole bunch with stuff, so it didn't become just Jay doing everything. And I mean, if you all don't know, like the dynamic, Shaggy is more the follower. He's great at what he does. No, but he always seemed to be like he just go like Jay wants him to do this, and you do it, and you do it pretty well. So I mean, no knocks against Shaggy at all. But I think Jay was either running out of ideas or not knowing how to utilize those ideas to the maximum. I think that's where Rob came to help. Jump came in and helped a whole bunch of stuff. Help run the gatherings. Because we wouldn't have had a gathering with him for Jump. He helped organize that. And then, what's his name? Not Dougie. Well, Dougie helped do some stuff too. And his brother. What's his brother's name? The CEO, whatever.
Oh, Billy Bill.
Billy Bill after Alex did shit. They all stepped up and became a group to help. And you can tell whenever they all came and started helping stuff, how Psychopathic changed and everything. Like you said, Jay has tons of ideas, man. Wrote songs for tons of other people, and it gets old. Life changes. You have kids, you get married, you go through a divorce, you have people, your best friend, roadie, think your ride or die person ends up stealing from you, ends up selling a couple hundred fake gathering tickets and shit. There's so much shit that happened. And on one hand, Trump people are assholes. And on the other hand, like, if you don't get paid for a while, what are you supposed to do? I mean, your homie's like, I'm going to pay you, I'm going to pay you. Then you take that in your own hands and then you're the jerk. Not saying what anybody did, not even saying any names, because it happened with at least two people and partially with a third with Jay, his friend, right-hand man, Dove, and the other two, Corp and Chop, So, I mean, not a bit, maybe not as much a friend or right-hand man. But, I mean, for a while he was. But, yeah, I mean, life changes. And, like you said, that drive kind of got... Your priorities change. Started spending time with the son and daughter more. So, yeah, of course your rap career is going to be put on that back burner a little bit.
I thought he was gonna come out with some scathing disses because he's pretty good at dissing. After I thought he was gonna say some shit after Twisted left. He can't. I don't know, man. I don't know what happened. That maybe he's holding on to it until something happens. He's holding on to the good shit until Twisted tries to do something or do something. You think?
Yes.
Possibly. Yeah,
A guy
I
called
mean,
Joseph Whitman was murdered. I need to know the
I
Tyler
don't know.
murder and
I think,
Let me
I
check.
mean, we all know the split with that, like
Yes.
kind of why it happened.
Whitman.
You could never be a Don if
I
you
had to
weren't
get to
there
the
from
bottom
the
of this.
ground floor.
Whitman
Like,
was key to stopping
you're not
the
going to
flame
be a
monstrosity.
CEO if you were,
He must have left some clues on how
like,
to
you're not
take
even
it
a
down.
stockholder. You know what I mean? Like, I've always seen Twitter and Billy and, you know, Dougie and all built this, and we brought you in later. Now, you do have a huge fan base. You know, you have, you know, talent and everything else, but you're never going to, you can't fake the event through our drama and our perils and then expect to get the same status. Now, them giving other people Dawn status Twisted or before Twisted, that was bullshit.
Yeah, yeah.
People that weren't from the beginning, that weren't the talent, that didn't put, you know, we all know why they left, and you can't really blame them.
Don't know because they had. They couldn't. I still like you. We've talked about this before. We don't think
Non-disclosure.
right. So we may never actually about rap battles, but no, like if you right, you go back. If you go back on some of the old shit, you remember like there was was it the Hatchet Rising tour, and then they cut it short. I don't remember what fucking reason they gave back then, but then ultimately we came. I think somebody one of them had made a post, and they said, oh, you know, it got kind of cramped. We were all on tour, and we were just living out the bus or whatever, and we just kept having fights, so we had to cut it short. Some shit like that, but
like Captain Fever,
yeah.
Yeah.
But it like on a financial view, like they should set Wonka.
The Willy Wonka tour?
You mean the Wicked Wonka tour? You just wanted to say Willie because you're talking about Jay. But anyway, go ahead.
No, you're the one that has the fetish for the male anatomy, right? I don't know. Heard some stuff.
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, look. You want me to post that picture of you and Jay? You were dressed up as Moon Glorious or something.
I did dress up as Moon Glorious.
Yeah, look at you.
Right, man.
So anyway, long story short, Twisted will win. All right. If anybody has a problem with that, no.
I don't think they win. We need to put like
you want to know what you want to know why?
We need to take ICP's 5 best tracks and Twisted's 5 best tracks, and then we can rank them. Top 10.
Okay, hold up. Like, you want listen. You want to know why? You want to know why Twisted would win? This is so fucked up. Because Madrox would write his raps. He would write Monoxide's raps, make a reference track so Monoxide knows how to rap it. He would also write Jay's raps because Jay would pay him to write the raps for him because Jay couldn't write at that time. And there you go.
But Jay wrote some of their raps, so how does that?
That was at the beginning, and that was Jay trying to like make some shit to get their fans to like Twisted, even though people they could have done that on their own. So it's whatever.
Yeah, I guess.
Whatever, man.
You can live in your fantasy land. Fantasy ass beats.
It's all right, man. Just go touch Jay's Willie, like I know you want to, and fantasize that they won. You just love Jay. It's all good. Just say it. Say I love Jay. You're the reason they made. Hold on. You're the reason they made the. Nah, you're the reason they made the top part of Psychopathic Records with Don. It has nothing to do with mafia shit. It's straight. It's just you. It's like Jay is all like, that's my right hand man. See.
Jay don't even know who the fuck I am.
I know.
He might now. Back in the day, they may not know who the fuck I am.
Yeah, apparently he didn't know who I was either. Remember that?
Right. Exactly.
That's ridiculous. Nah, he probably still don't. But yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, you know.
Anyway, I'm gonna finish up this game. I guess we'll get back on here soonish and talk about some more stuff. Anyway, I guess like and subscribe if you would like to hear more from Crimson Juggalo and Mr. J on Whoop Times 2. You need
Tales from the Totes. Crimson Tales from the Totes. If you like merch, dude, look at that. I'll eventually do more. I've just been busy. I need to go dig through some more totes.
He said eventually.
I got hoodies and jerseys. I'll get to for Red Box. I'll have guests. I've called and talked to them. Hey, yeah, cool. We'll meet up. Life happens, you know. So eventually, I'll have guests. Maybe go to their crib and look through their totes.
Yeah.
Check out other stuff with serial killers. That thing where the Gangsta Boo interview. If you haven't listened to it yet.
Yeah, interview you. Just check out the other sections.
Why don't you put that in your mouth?
Yeah, man, you got diabetes. Why did you put that in your mouth? You were just like nom nom nom. You gawked that unicorn swirl. Gawk gawk. Yeah. Exactly. What are you eating now?
I drank some of my Diet Mountain Dew.
All right. Fago. Beat Mountain Dew. Anyway, yeah. I might finish up this game real quick and then because I'm not gonna stay on too much longer. But yeah. Anyway.
I gotta go, so you can talk to him if you want. I have to go. All
right, man. Talk to you. Peace. That's just your fit. Peace out. All right. Peace out, man. Bye. All right. I'm back up in y'all. All right. I'm probably gonna mute myself for the rest of the game so I can concentrate more on this. I'm probably not gonna play it too much longer though. Hope y'all enjoyed that awesomeness that was a couple Unwisemen.
was killed while he was looking at something near that tapestry.
dagger grants is unnatural. I decided to destroy the dagger, but I have to be cautious. The others mustn't find